Hi, Lisa, Angela. Hey, Brianna and Kelly. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes? Nod your head if you can hear me. Okay, good. Great. All right. Well, I'm going to jump right into this. And so I don't know. We've been almost 6 weeks now without post my party going to events. And I know myself personally, I'm still manually posting. I thought I would go to groups this last batch of parties because my manual posting was just like I could be doing something else. So, but my host went ahead and set up her own event. So there I was back at events again. Hey, Kim. Uh, so anyway, can you still hear me? Because everybody, oh, okay, good. Because everybody looks like they can't hear me and I'm talking to myself and I just got done from outside with the horses, so I'm looking a little bit of a mess. But anyway, so I thought, okay, we have got to just go ahead and deal with the cards we're dealt, because right now we can't use post my party to nobody can use events unless you're going to manual post, and it's kind of putting a wrench for me. So I can imagine those of you that have full-time jobs too, that it's a little bit difficult. It's something else you have to remember to do throughout the day, or at least before you go to work in the morning or before you go to bed at night or something. So I did some research on groups, and because I had to just get my head wrapped around it and kind of get in the game and on board. I've been just so anti-group this whole time that it's really hard for me to switch. So I took a little training with CentShare. I signed up for CentShare and I have yet to use it, but I took a little training. And they did a study. They run trainings, and they did the same training in groups and one in events. And the first time they did it, they had 67% more engagement in the group, the same training. And the second time they ran the test, they had 145% more engagement with the groups. So there are some cool features in groups that I've found that you can't do an event. So excited about that. And I hear that you get more notifications and that it shows up in the news feed more often than events. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to go right from just creating the group. So this is super, super basic basic stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Facebook here and just click that little home page. Home. Oh, there we go. Okay, and so over here on your left-hand side, you'll see groups, and you're just going to click on it, and then up at the top, you'll see create group. So simple, just like kind of like you're creating an event. So I'll point out some of the differences that I found. You need to have somebody that you can put in your group. So your husband, your daughter, your best girlfriend, to start the group. You have to have someone. And Kim, I know she has another Facebook profile, so I think she's been using her other self. But I've been using my husband, Wayne, when I create it. So you have to have someone. So let them know, do you mind if I use you to set up this group? Once I set it up and I'm ready to add my host, then I'll take you out of it. But you do not want to add your host because you're going to be setting up a lot of stuff. Yes?
I don't know if anybody having a problem. You're cutting in and out a lot.
Oh, okay. Let me try to close some stuff. Kind of got a lot of tabs open here. Okay, that's you. This
I'm
was.
catching about every third word.
I might have to call on the phone. Don't say it.
But it might just be me. I don't know if anybody else is having the same issue.
Is anybody else having problems hearing me? I'm just going to close everything I have open, which is a lot. So.
No, this is Shelly.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's Shelly.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I was saying is that you have to have somebody to add to your group, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, daughter, whatever, and just let them know that you'll be using them, and then you'll take them out of the group when you're ready to add your host. But you don't want to add your host at the beginning because it's just a lot of, they'll get notifications for everything, and you want your group set up ready when you add your host. So you're going to name your host or name your group just like you would your Facebook group, you know, Lisa's Pampered Chef Facebook party. Oh my gosh, who's this? I have to answer it because it rings so long. Hold on. Hello? Oh my gosh, it's a whatchamacallit. So many alarms. Anyway, so I think it's really cute when you add emojis on it, on either side of it, so that it really stands out. The heart emoji, you know, or the little chef emoji, but you know, whatever you want. And then you're gonna add, like I said, this other person. I usually add my husband, and you wanna keep it a closed group. Okay, you have 3 choices here. You can do public, then everybody's going to see your post, and everybody can find your post. You don't want to do that. Secret, even if they search Lisa's Pampered Chef Party, they will not be able to find it at all. It is underground. So you want to keep it a closed group. That way, if they go to search for the party, it'll pop up. They can join it, and then they'll have to be approved by the facilitator of the group. Okay, so we want to always choose closed group. So let me just do this. Let me see, who do I have coming up? I might as well create theirs. There, and I'll add my husband. I don't know why it's not coming up to tag him. And I'm gonna click this button that says pin it to your shortcut. That way it's gonna be on the left-hand side when you open up and you can just find all of your parties very easy. So let's create. Add some people. Oh, maybe I have to, I don't know why. Oh, there he is. Okay. See, it won't even let you create it if you don't add somebody. So he'll get a little notification here. Okay. So same thing, you're going to choose a cover photo. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I have to set up a party anyways, and then I'm going to show you some of the cool features that you can do. So why you want to get everything set up before, oh, not these, before is because when you invite your guest, she's going to be so excited about her party, she's going to be ready to invite her guests. And just like a cooking show, before the guests come through the door, you want to be set up and ready. And the same goes with your Facebook group. So if you add your host, she's and everybody else is going to see all of this. You setting up your picture, you set up your pin post. If you make a mistake, if you edit it, they're going to see all of that. So that's why you don't want to add your host until you're completely ready. So let me find a cover photo. To pop in here. I kind of like this chicken. I'll do a pizza one. That one looks fun. Okay, so you have that set up. Now here is the cool thing about groups. Well, you want to, right here on this button that says more, underneath the picture, as soon as it pops up. Oh, can you guys still hear me? Am I cutting in and out? Okay, it says my internet's. So if you click on these three little buttons that says more, you can manage your group, but check out the edit group settings here. Oh. Boy, my internet's really bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here we are. So on the group settings, you're going to type a description of what's going on, and I usually use the same one that I use in my Facebook. Hold on, I'm getting it. Okay, so it's the same thing that I do in my Facebook show, where you put the description. So I'm going to copy that from there, and I'm going to plug it in here. And it gives your host personal show site, their interactive catalog, and I guess I have to take this out because they do not have to click going anymore. I have to change everything. Okay. And then if you scroll down, this is kind of cool because right here you can link this to your page. I have both my Facebook page and my Facebook group. So you're going to go ahead and link your Facebook page because that's going to get more people going to your page and to your group. So we'll go ahead and link that. And then when you scroll down,
I think we lost your voice, Rocky.
Again, let me try to call in, and so that will be easier. Let me try to call in.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh,
Oh, I'm coming out my.
I can hear you. You may have to mute your computer though.
Okay.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
Mute. Okay, better? I'm still coming out my own computer.
If you go down to the little caret by mute, and it'll say audio options or speakers on system, unmark the check mark by that so it doesn't use your speaker that's on your computer.
Okay. Whoops.
It'll say leave computer audio, I think.
Okay. Oh, so much better. All right, let me see. I have some questions here. Same here. I think connection may be bad. Are you linking your Facebook business page? Yes. So I am doing that, and I'm going to link my group page. Okay. So let me go back to share screen. And right here. Okay. So I am linking. I'm doing both my regular page and then my group page. So then you have membership approval. So anyone in the group can go ahead and if someone asks to join the group, then anybody can go ahead and say, yes, you can join. And I would leave that so that people aren't waiting for you to add them to the group. Membership requests. So this is kind of a way that you can make sure people want to be in your group. You can ask questions like, do you know Kim? Do you want to be in Kim's Facebook party? And they can click yes, and then they'll be in the group. And so it's kind of like a double, making sure that they want to be added to this group, getting permission from them. So you just click ask questions. And when they go ahead and click the link, these questions will come up, and then they can verify, yes, I do want to be a part of this party. And you can see my internet is just really cruddy here, but it's going to come up with these questions. You type them in, and some of the questions could be, party group. Do you want to be in this party group? Those are some of the questions you might ask so that, the people know that, you really want to know if they want to be in this group. Oh gosh, now I can't do anything. I'm sorry, guys. I think everybody comes home and jumps on the internet out here, and we can't do anything. Okay, so I'm going back to edit group settings. Scroll back down. So those are the questions. And then the ask questions. Okay, posting permission. So you can select here, anybody can post in the group, and you want that because you want your host to post, so leave it like that. And then you can have post approval, like before it actually goes live onto the group, you can say yes or no. And, I don't think that we're going to have too much, I don't usually have too much bashing. I don't have any bashing. So if you're concerned about that, then you might want to review it before it posts. And then you save it all, and you are good to go. Now, the other thing that you can do with groups is that you can upload files. So let's say that you went live and you did a recipe. Then you can go ahead and upload a file to that group, and they can go ahead and look at it. They can print it, unlike in an event where all you could do was print or post a picture of the recipe, or you could, print the link, I guess, and it could take them to your business page. You could do that too, but this would be a file in there or any files. Now, you can also, let's say you have a group, a business group. So I'm going to click those 3 dots under the picture again. And if you go down to link existing group, and for the most part, I think a lot of people have groups instead of pages now. And so you want to link your group there. And this is going to come up. So, where we give them 15 tickets if they click and join your group page. This is going to be like, it's going to come up, here's Rocky's group. And so you don't even have to waste a post on that. If you're counting how many posts you do a day or how many posts you do a week, you don't even have to have that post in there that you're going to, because it's going to pop up and they're going to be curious about it and they'll check it out. And, if they start to like you during this party, they're going to go ahead and join your group. So I'm going to go ahead because this is not doing well. I'm going to go ahead and just do a group that I have. It thought I wanted to. I'm going to try to find, here it is. One that's already done so you can see it because my internet's. So on here, the first thing that you want to do too is after you get everything set up, and you can see like I put the emojis on it so it kind of stands out when they see this party. But you'll notice that I did a pinned post, and this should have all the details on it, just like you would have done in the description of the event. So when does the party close? The last day to order, you want to put that in. How do I order? I'm not in the same state, so you tell them that they can look for the direct ship. When will my card be charged? Your card will be charged. Your card is not charged until after the party closes, and you can go ahead and give a date. And what if I need to change my order? So that's my pinned post, and you just click these 3 dots right there, and you look for pinned, and this would unpin it, but you just pin it there. So it's always at the top. When people go to the party, they see that, and they're just those housekeeping type of information that you want them to have. So I wish I would have. So now, once you have the pin post, you have your groups, you have your description, you have your picture. What you want to do is go back and clean it up. So I'm going to go back to, what was her name? Eriday. I think that was her name. Looks and how you want to clean it up before you add your host, if it will come up. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Okay, here we go. So if you added your host right now, she would see that I linked my page. She would, any kind of changes if I had already, so what you want to do is delete all the garbage, and you just click the 3 dots there and delete anything that you don't want people to see. It'll still be linked. It'll still have all your changes, but when they scroll through, when people get added to it, they're going to see a clean page, and all the posts will be pertinent to what they need to know, okay? So you want to go through and clean it up. Use your delete button before you add your host. All right, so you add your host, and the beautiful thing about this now is that you can use Post My Party. I know a lot of us have a lot of templates and a lot of information in our Post My Parties just sitting there, so go ahead and use those. Have them linked to your parties here and let them run. now let's say the party is over. Okay, so the other thing, okay, how are you going to invite people? So you can send them the link to join, or you can add them, just have your host add them, and they can answer the questions to be a part of the party. Or you can add them and just, see how it goes if, you like just being added to a group. So those are the three ways. They can join by just sending them the link and say, hey, I really want to join my Facebook party. Click the link, and everybody that joins by whenever you start the party will be entered in the early bird drawing. So you could still use that kind of in a group. Instead of clicking join, they would just click to join the party. And that might be a little bit, for those of us like me that hate being just put in a group, that would probably be a little bit better. Here's the link, join the party. When you join, you'll be entered in the early bird drawing. And then your party runs. So you have all the people there. They should invite about 100 people. What's nice about it, right at that level, you'll be able to see how many people see the post and how far that, your reach is going. But one thing that I was really, really excited about is that what to do with this group when your party is done. So you can keep the party there and just leave it. You can archive it where that people can't post to it, but they can still view it. And let's say if that host rebooks another party, you can just pull up and use that group over again. Everybody's added. She could add a few more people and it'd be good to go. Or let's say that, this is my favorite thing. So let's say your host decides to join and become a consultant. She has all her family and friends here. You can just rename this, and now this becomes her business page. Isn't that the coolest? I thought that was the coolest thing. Yeah, you can just say so-and-so has just started their business. We're going to rename this, and thanks for helping her start her party. And now this is going to be her business page. And so then she can just start and make that her business page. So those are a couple of cool things that after the party is done that you can do. So keep it, archive it. If she books again, you can use it again as her party, or if she becomes a consultant, then you can turn that into her new business page. And then other than that, it's going to run the same. So do you guys have any questions?
When you just leave it, and if they book another party in a couple of months, do you go back in and delete all the posts so you can start the party over?
I probably would. Everybody's there. They're not going to know that, you deleted posts or anything like that. So I'd probably clean it up and start all over.
I probably just start a new group, but okay.
Start a new group. Yeah, you could do that, but
Well,
that's just a
I
choice.
have 2 hosts that just closed that are planning on having another party in like 3 months. And they're like, we have a whole bunch of different people to invite. So they're going to invite other people. So if we want to keep the number of invited people below a couple of hundred so that we see that they're seeing them, and she's already invited 100 or 150 and she plans on inviting a bunch more, then that kind of defeats the purpose of being able to see who sees the post, because you're not going to.
Yeah, then I would do that.
And there's another question I have. I like seeing that people are seeing my posts. I was also, I did events. I've done 6 group parties. I think I like groups better than events a lot. And I just totally lost my train of thought. What's the advantage, or how do you use the fact that you can see who is seeing your post?
I just think, Will, can you click on that? Can't you click on it and see who sees it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe if you've seen the same person, like the first person, she's always seen it first. You
right.
know, perhaps maybe you could tag her in something, or maybe try to create conversation because she's always on. She's always looking at it. So I don't know. I just think it kind of gives you, because in events you don't know. You
Right.
don't really know unless they click like or they comment. But that's something good to pursue, you know, to kind of maybe Google that and say, what would you do with that information, and bring it up. So I am learning right along. I mean, you are
Right.
6 parties ahead of me.
Well,
Because
yeah,
so I am brand new at these groups too, and I've taken information from other people, but I haven't heard what people do with that information, Kim, other than that, you know, okay, you know, 25 people are seeing this post, or 60 people.
since we've had such a problem with events with that. But I did exactly, which I took because there's always 2 or 3 that are liking it right away. And I kind of
Mm-hmm.
called a couple of them out and said, hey, what's your favorite thing about blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
And then it got conversations going again.
right, right. So there you go. Yeah, that was a good idea. So who else? Anybody else have any common questions or is using group already? A feature that you didn't know about, you think that'll work well for you?
Like I said, I've got 6 that I've just done, and all 6 of mine have been qualified parties. 2 or 3 were, over 600. I found I tried to do the 6-day format that Pampered Chef recommended,
Uh-huh.
and every single one of my 6 parties extended to 10 days to get 2
Oh,
Fridays in.
oh, in your events?
No, in my group, I wanted to go to 6 days, like we had kind of talked about, is doing
Uh-huh.
like 6 days from beginning to end because I wouldn't have to do a pre-party.
Uh-huh.
Every single one, all 6 of them, extended them to 10 days. So
Oh,
they can
wow.
include 2 Fridays.
I see. Yeah, I've never done that. But that's just how you want to run things, you know, that's just personal choice
Yeah.
of how many days.
I just thought
I
it was
get
funny that they all wanted, we set them up. I set them up as 6-day parties. And when it got close, each one of them said, is there a way to go because payday is blah, 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 blah.
mhm.
You know what? Yeah, I can do 10 days. It's no problem.
I'm
Sure.
like, no, I'm tired of this.
I don't care.
I gotta be done. Oh gosh. So how about you, Shelly or Lisa? Have you guys started running groups or?
No, I'm excited because this is gonna get me going. I
Oh,
stopped doing them all together because I was like, things were happening. So I'm excited to get going again.
yeah, I think a lot of people did that too. I mean, I think a lot of people just said, you know what, I'm going to stop until it gets fixed or whatever. But, we just, but Shelly, you do cooking shows too. So,
Yeah, I
but
do
for
it once. So.
yeah, for the people that are virtual only that have just stopped, that's not good. Not good. You don't want to just stop business. So, how about you, Lisa?
I do I do events, and I've been manually posting. Sounds like that's what you've been doing as well. I have found that I was sharing this with Shelly yesterday, that I've had more success on my Facebook parties when I go live with a live demonstration, like every day, at least once live, or every other day. And I'm wondering, can you go live on a group? You can, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. You can still go live, so none of that's changed. I don't, not a lot of things change. It's just that feeling of being, for me, it's just the feeling of someone just putting me in a group that just sends me. It's just, I hate it. All I want to do is find the get me out of this group button as fast as I can. So, and that's just, probably not everybody feels that way. I'm just taking how I feel and putting it into this. So I do like the thing, with sending them the link and saying, join by Thursday, and Rocky's going to do a drawing first thing Thursday morning for everybody that's joined. So I do like that. I do like the questions, and I just got to get over myself because I do have more Facebook parties, and I don't want to keep manually posting forever.
Well, the other thing that I did, Rocky, the other thing that I did for the group is every day I started my morning with a post that said, having you here, but if for some reason you don't want to be in our group, let me know and I'll remove you, or you can remove yourself. And I did that every morning for like the first 3 or 4 days. I have not had one person ask to be removed, and I didn't even do the questions to see if they wanted to be in the group.
It's probably just me.
So I've had other people that aren't happy about joining groups, and so that's the day I posted that. Hey, we love you. We're glad you're here. We hope you'll stay. But if for some reason you don't want to be, just message me and I'll take you out of the group, or you can remove yourself. And I gave them directions on how to remove else.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I just hope that everybody, if manually posting is becoming a burden, or you're not doing shows because you have to manually post it, just go ahead and, give groups a shot. A lot of people are. Kim says she likes them way better, and she started right away. I mean, it happened, and I don't think there was, her next set of parties, she just went straight to groups. So
I just think I have more control in a group. I feel like I'm getting much more interaction, and my hosts seem to be posting more than they were in an event. And I don't know what that difference is, if it's just the host I happened to come up with at this time or what it was,
well,
but
I don't know.
They seem to have a lot more interaction.
Yeah, a group is a group. It is your group. I mean, you feel like you belong to whatever groups I am in, that even non-pampered chef, I feel like, I don't know, that I have a voice in there, or, it's a group. It's all together. And an event is a little bit more like come and go as you please, that kind of thing. Like you're in it, but you're not as committed, I guess. You don't feel as committed. So anyway, anybody else? How about you, Kelly? You guys just started yours today. Did you have any trouble setting it up?
Honestly, Bree did all of that last night. I was so crazy busy closing those shows that she was kind enough and had mercy on me to set up the group for us. And she's doing Post My Party. So it's all just manually posting today, and it seems so much easier.
Yeah. So are you going to get signed up with Post My Party then?
Yes. It is on my to-do list, or SendShare. I actually asked somebody in the virtual group on Facebook if they would add me to one of their parties in a group so I could see how it was run and how it was different. And someone was kind enough to add me to the party. So I kind of just have been following her party and seeing how she's doing it. And she's using SendShare, but it just seems so much easier to use those and not have to manually post, especially like for me when I'm at work 8-9 hours a day, and it's frowned upon to use my phone or have it out all the time, and it's inconvenient to have to run to the bathroom for a potty break to post. So I'm excited to learn about it and get started with it.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's just a coin toss whether you're going to use SendShare and Post My Party, but I have both of them. But the one thing I do like about Post My Party is that they have the replacement tokens, so you don't have to type in the party link. It puts the party link on every single post and your text, and it changes your host name. So you can have the same template, and all you have to do is tell it what to call the host, what the link, and it changes it. And I don't think CinchShare does that. So that's the only reason that I haven't moved any of my templates over to CinchShare. But I know CinchShare has some other cool features, like, I think. I think. So it really is a coin toss, though, on which one you want to use.
Yeah, I will probably end up using Post My Party just so that since that's what Bree uses, she can help me figure that out and help me set it up.
And she can share her templates with you too.
Oh yeah, that would be a lifesaver.
Yeah, you just copy and they just send right over. And she has some pretty good ones too. I've been stealing stuff from her. Well, so is there anything else? I mean, it's pretty easy peasy, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I wish more people were on, like anybody else that was thinking it was a big deal. But so anyway, all right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I think I will go jump in the shower.
Thank you for taking the time and doing this, Rocky. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. It's good to have you on and good to see you. It seems like I haven't seen you in a little while.
I know.
So, yeah. So we'll all be back and up and running after Labor Day, right? Or maybe before.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, guys. Well, you have a great evening, and we will finish May strong and start June even stronger. Who's ready for free products?
Whoa, yes.
Everyone.
I know, right? So June is the month that we earn our fall products. Kelly, you haven't been through a June yet, and I know you have a full June, so that's exciting. We don't know what they are yet, but we know we want them.
Perfect. I like free.
Yeah. I know, me too. So, all right, guys. Well, good night, and get your group set up.
Thank you so much, Rocky.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.